boy Todd Frazier. Frazier, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, babe? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, man. Sitting here talking to the East Coast finest right here, baby.
Jersey's finest, baby. Let's go.
Jersey, hey, delineation journey, Jersey's finest, baby. Get it right, Joe.
Yeah. Let him know, Joe. Let
Let
him
him
know.
know, man. Obviously, man. The elephant in the room, man, is what's going on, man, with this pandemic, man. First of all, good morning, man. How are you, man?
I'm doing great. Good morning, you too, man. Hey, we're waking up today, man. The sun's out, man. Sometimes you gotta look at little positives in life. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. It's good stuff.
No, that's exactly why I wanted to talk to you specifically this morning because you're one of the most positive people that I've ever come across, man. So I'm glad that you're here, man. You know what I'm saying? Bring a smile to some people's faces, man. What are your general thoughts about everything that's been going on in the world as we know it, man?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I watch the news the first couple of days, and then it just, I'm like, forget about it. We know how this world's going. It's going downhill right now with this virus. But there's a lot of things you can do. You can sit there and be upset that you're in your house for a while, or you can make the best of it. Of course, I feel bad for the people that are affected by this virus, but I try and be positive about everything, especially with my family. So, for me, try and do some things with them as much as possible. You probably hear them screaming in the background right now playing the game. And, just be myself. But, yeah, it's, out here in Jersey, I think we're the second worst in the country. So we got to figure some things out here to get some people healthy and get moving in the right path.
Yeah, no, you said it right there, man. And obviously, our thoughts, our prayers, man, our strength goes out to those who have been affected. It's
Yeah.
it's crazy, man. It's what has been like the general atmosphere, the mood of things in terms of hope and dare I say helplessness in terms of your community, man. What have you seen and what are you trying to do, man, to get your family spirits up and those that you come in contact with.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of examples. I mean, for me, we got to get food. So we kind of pick a day and we try and go the earliest as possible. I think my wife went today. We needed a little quick run to get some vegetables and, I needed ketchup, man. So that was one thing I needed. As silly as it sounds, but I'm a big ketchup man, and those little things that you don't think about before the time of crisis that you need. It's like, oh my God, it's not a necessity, but it's essential for me. My kids love it, but we pick a day, every 5 or 6 days, and we go. Like my wife got up today, probably I think 5 in the morning, and ShopRite opened up at 6 o'clock. So, we want to be the first ones in there. We do the right things, wear the gloves and everything else, just to be certain. And in and out, get what we need, and then we wait another 5 days and bunker down. So it's crazy to think. You feel like you're in like this kind of a storm just hit and a
Yeah.
snowstorm when you can't get out of the house. It's
Mm-hmm.
pretty much like that. I mean, that's how you got to treat it, because this isn't going to go away if people don't start staying in their home for 2 to 3 weeks. And you go outside your house, but don't be running around the neighborhood or
Yeah.
driving all over the place. So for me, we're in the playground in the backyard. Nobody's allowed in the house. I mean, I talked to my parents the other day, and them old school parents, man. Sometimes they forget what's going on. But, they were outside the house, and I was inside. We're talking through a window, like honestly, like one of us was in prison. We're doing the right thing, man. They have to
Yeah.
check in, and as long as you're doing the right thing, and things will turn around.
No, man, you bring up some good points. It's crazy because the little things in life, man, that we take for granted, they become amplified. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And simple things like ketchup, simple things like salt, simple things
yeah,
like what I'm saying, going and visiting a friend or a loved one. Those things become even more valuable. You know what I'm saying, in times of crisis. And I
yeah.
think you bring up some good points. What was for you? What was the turning point? Right? I mean, we were all in spring training. We heard the news, And it was just kind of like, okay, and then it was just like, all right, now we got to go home. You know what I mean? Like, what was the turning point for you when you said, man, this thing got real?
Yeah, that's a really good question because I remember we were going to the Grand Canyon, my wife and my kids and my brother, his wife and kid. And as we were driving home, I got the text message from everybody saying not to come in. So I'm like, oh boy, that kind of hit home. So I'm driving. I got a 3-hour drive, and I'm thinking, oh man, all right. So what's the first thoughts that go in your mind? So for me, well, am I going to stay in Arizona? What am I going to do with my kids? Do I go back to Jersey? Are we going to be able to work out? Are we going to get paid for the season?
Yeah,
Are we going to start on time? These are all things that, people are like, oh man, you're worried about, some things that you shouldn't be. But yeah, we did. This is a business at the end of the game. At the end of the day, baseball is.
uh-huh.
We love playing, but we play for the love of the game. But there's a lot of things that go in your mind. And, when am I flying out? Or where am I going? Should I go to the place I own in Texas? Should I go to Jersey? And, and ultimately, we were supposed to fly out on the 18th, my wife and family, and
Mm-hmm.
we decided to leave. I think it was 4 or 5 days earlier, just because we heard from some guys we know in D.C. They said they're going to start shutting down planes. Kind of made us nervous, and
Yeah,
we had the decision to go back to Jersey. This is where we feel comfortable. I got a nice house here, and it's been going well. I can throw all my kids in the playroom, get my hour of solitude, and they all take naps, and it seems like the same thing we're doing every day, but for me, it's even better because these days I'm not getting back, during the season. So
absolutely, absolutely.
um, it's been a lot of fun. We're making games up, me and my son, my daughter too as well, just laughing, goofing around, yelling at each other. We're just having so much, daddy time, and it's gratifying for me. People, some people might understand that. I understand that. Most people will,
Yeah.
but it's very satisfying for me right now just to being at home and just doing some goofy stuff with your kids that I will never get back. So
No, that's good, man. That's good. I think that's very powerful. And it's crazy. I think I shared this earlier. It's crazy because when you're at home, right? At home is where you sense the greatest feelings of joy when you celebrate life's moments. Also grief as well. You sleep the most. You know what I'm saying? At home,
yep.
you have the most waking hours. I know in baseball, in pro sports, it's skewed, but there's a lot of time that we spend at home. And it's crazy how during a crisis, that's actually where you spend the most time as well. And so I know that many people are having their lives reworked and their perspectives reshaped during this time. So I think that's very powerful, man. Um, for you personally, man, what has been the biggest thing that you've done, right, to help with the relief of stress? You're a high performer, a high energy individual, and it's hard to keep that bottled up. It's hard to keep kids bottled up. It's hard to not go out there and work out and be with the people and do what you do. What has been the biggest thing that you've done in order for you to relieve stress?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a bit. I like music, but I haven't. I haven't listened to music this much. I got my ear pod in one ear and I'm listening to my kids in the other. That's kind of relief for me. I listen to a lot of music. I'm a guy that I go outside. I'm one of those guys, man. I'll go out at night and just sit in the backyard and just reminisce about back some home runs I hit or about what my family's been doing, about positive thought. It's weird, like
Yes,
I don't
sir.
know if other people do that, but I like sitting in the backyard, whether it's 10 degrees or 100 degrees, and just looking at the stars, man. The views, the sky has been unbelievable, man. I don't know if anybody's seen it late on night, and if they can get outside their home for like 2 seconds to look, I mean, it's been awesome out there, with no clouds or rain coming.
Mm.
But you just reflect on what what your life was, what it's going to be, and what it is now. And that's something I do all the time. I always wonder what the future holds for me. And I still got a future even at 34. Like, what's going to happen with my kids? How
Mm-hmm.
or they can have children, all that kind of stuff. I like to look and, I want to make sure I'm being a good dad, and, talk to the heavens above up there, man. I like doing that kind of stuff.
That's good, and that's healthy, man. It's healthy for the mind. You know what I'm saying? That's good, man. Hey, so talk about music. What are your three top favorite workout songs, man?
Oh man, that's a good see because I bounce around. Right now, I'm on the kind of like old school rap. I'm on the Biggie Smalls real quick. I always go to him. He's one of my favorites.
That's easy. That's a cop out, dude. That's easy, man. East Coast,
listen,
East Coast head, man. That's easy. That's a cop out, bro. Come on, man.
I gotta stay loyal to my roots. All right, all right. My top dog right now is Earth, Wind, and Fire. September.
Oh, look at you with the range, though. Look at you with how do you go from Biggie Smalls to Earth, Wind?
Listen, if you got good rhythm and beat, I'm gonna follow you. I don't care if it's no tempo. It don't matter. I'm on this Darius Rucker train too, man. I don't know why. His songs have been kicking in my ear. I don't know why.
What's the top one? What's the top Darius Rucker track right now?
The one it's just called All Right. That song right there, because that gets me going right in the beginning of when I work out downstairs, man. So I'm like, all right, let's go. All right, that kind of stuff. What else I listen to, man? I like acapella music. I don't know if anybody's into that, but no instruments and the beats they make with their voices, pretty interesting.
That's cool, man. You an old soul, brother. Old soul, bro. Hey, I'm expecting you to say I love tap dancing too. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know if I can get into that. I bounce around, man. I don't stay on one genre. You know what I mean?
Oh man. Hey, so let me ask you this, man. So, interesting interview came on the other day. Michael Phelps, obviously, the world's most elite swimmer, and how these events have impacted the Olympics, and how their training regimens have changed. If you could compete in any Olympic sport, man, which one would it be, man?
Ooh. Wow. I've never got asked that question before. Any Olympic sport.
Based on your skill set right now, if they said, you know what, Frazier, we need some of the U.S. finest right now of sport. We need you to compete in this. Which sport would you say, you know what, man? All right, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give it my all in X or Y. Which one would it be?
I would say first thing that came to my head, honestly, was ping pong. I'm pretty good at ping pong. I'm not the best, but I'm, the last team I was with, the Mets, I was always like top 2 or 3 when we played against everybody. There was one kid that was really good, but he wasn't American, so I ain't got to worry about him until the final. You know what I mean? Hopefully he's on the other side of the bracket.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so I would go straight. I would go ping pong, man. I mean, but listen, my mom might be mad at me because she was an All-American swimmer back in the day.
Yes, sir.
She used to teach me how to swim back at the YMCA. But, I still know how to swim. I'm a pretty good swimmer. I'm not going to say I can compete with anybody, but, I got a smooth, stroke when I'm swimming. But at the end of the day, I go with ping pong or I would go with the running long jump, man. That was something back in 5th and 6th grade. If I get some momentum going, right now, I'm liable to get 20 to 22 feet easy. So we'll see.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. As we get ready to close, man, I got another question for you, and I'm gonna open up the mic for you, man. So a lot of people are spending time, obviously watching television, getting into their shows. For you, what was the scariest movie villain, man, of all time for you? What was the villain that when he came, you knew what the movie was gonna be, you knew how it was gonna end, but anytime this villain came on, it was like, oh snap, here we go. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, bro, you are on your game today.
Let's go, baby.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. The first person that came to my mind, bro, because little people scare me sometimes, is Chucky, man. Here comes Chucky. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, oh man. When anybody ever says "here comes something," I'm like, oh no, that little son of a gun kid. Oh boy, that little bastard, man. He gets in my. I don't know. There's something about Chucky that kids never. I just don't. If I ever see see that guy, if I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm not even going for my kids. I'm just running out the door. They're going to have to fend for themselves, man.
Hey, dude. That's a good one right there, man. Chucky, come on, man.
I ain't messing with that little fella. He don't die. The guy doesn't play. You can punt that little thing about 100 yards over the wall. He seems to always come back.
He always gonna come back. Oh, we just set you up for pranks to galore coming up, bro.
No, please. I swear to you, I will run as far as I can. No way.
Oh man, that's good stuff, dude. That's good stuff. Hey man, I appreciate the time. I know everybody else appreciated the time. As we close, man, I'm giving you the mic. We got Todd Frazier on the ones and twos, right?
Yeah.
What words of encouragement, man, do you have for everybody right now during this time, man? As far as uplifting them, giving them that charge, man, that encouragement for the day, man. What do you got, man? What's on your heart, man?
Yeah. This is it, man, guys. I mean, we can make the worst out of something. We can make the best out of something. For me, I try to make the best out of everything, and think about in the long run how much time. I know people aren't making money now. I know there's just sitting at home, but think about with your families. If you have kids and children, or you're just with your wife, or you're just with your husband, or your mom or dad. This time you're never going to get back. Because either you're going to be working, you're going to be flying somewhere, you're going to be doing whatever you're going to be doing. This time at home, you're never going to get back. So make the most of it. Bring back the old games. Bring back, the love you had for each other. Make a planned schedule every day of something fun to do. And that's what I'm trying to do with my kids every day is, bring them back to how I grew up with my two older brothers, how much fun we had. We make up games, set up a nice schedule. And just understand that this time, whoever you're living with, you're never going to get back again because you never, hopefully we'll never have to go through this again, but you're at home 24/7, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Enjoy it as much as possible. Be safe, be smart, stay at home, and just be as positive as possible. And just do some fun stuff with some people that you're going to have a month or two here that you're never going to get back. So enjoy it. And have as much fun as possible. That's what I got.
Powerful, man. Well said. Drop the mic.
Yep.
Drop the mic, man.
Let's go.